You need to create a sales sheet for your product. And you might think, I wonder if I could find a good template online that I could use. Hold that thought. Hi, everyone. I'm Alex Reed, the founder of Invention, an online platform for affordable and free courses and resources for product development and product licensing. And it's for anyone looking to bring their product to market. And yes, there are sales sheet templates online. I personally never use them and don't usually recommend them. However, I decided to go online and take a look and just kind of see what's out there now and how it compares to getting a sales sheet done by a professional designer. So let's go take a look. Sales sheets. Do it yourself using a template or hire a freelance designer. First, let's look at the guts, the element, what goes into a sales sheet. So, of course, you're going to have a glamour shot of your product, benefit statement, additional photographs, whether it's a storyboard, problem solution. And then, of course, you're going to be writing all the sales copy, which are basically more benefits. Video link if you have a video, contact information. You can put available for immediate licensing. And of course, patent pending if you filed a provisional patent application. So, as far as what goes into the sheet, you're going to be providing all of that. What you need to do with a sales sheet and having a sales sheet made, whether you're going to try to make it yourself or have a freelance designer make it, is it's the way you're positioning, it's the layout of your product, where things are placed, the colors that are used, the environment of the images and the background and the feel, something that draws you in, that's easy to read, that gets the point across right away. All of those important things for the sales sheet are basically design related. Let's talk sales sheet templates and look at some of the challenges that you might find. To me, the biggest challenge is that most templates are designed for traditional businesses like restaurants, doctors, dentists, law, pet stores, etc. Another one is that you're going to find often with a really good template program, the cost is similar, if not more, than using a freelancer. The other challenge is in many of these programs, you'll have to create that design within their software so that when you download it, if later on you want to fix something or change something and you want to give it to a designer, they're not really going to be able to work with that particular format because it's not made or designed in a traditional software design program. And sometimes it's kind of funny because you'll find these templates and they'll say, okay, download it into your design software. Well, wait a minute. If I could design it, I wouldn't be getting a template to put into a design software because I don't have the design software. So you have to really hunt around and try to find the right one. And the other thing, is, especially with me, is I've worked in templates, and working in templates is very limited and time consuming and frustrating. And basically, what a template is doing is it's giving you, it's kind of blocking everything. It gives you blocks of areas that you can switch out, drag and drop, change, but everything's kind of already laid out for you. Now, we're going to jump online and see what kind of template options are out there and how they work. I jumped on the internet and went searching for different sales sheet template programs. And so I put together some resources for us to take a look at. But there's a few things that I wanted to touch on. Now, this article actually lists some of the best resources out there. These are basically the programs I kept running into in my research as well. So let's take a look at some of this. The first program they have is the Microsoft Office templates. Microsoft has a lot of templates. Most of them are business related, as we know. Here's an example of one just to give you an idea of how these templates are laid out so that you can just basically drag and drop. Let's go check out the website. So we're on Microsoft. What you want to choose is flyers because flyers are one page. It's basically what we're looking for here. And on the right-hand side, you'll see that these particular templates are for either the PowerPoint program or Word. So you can kind of go through these flyers and look and see if any are built kind of in the way that would be good for your particular product. And then you can just choose one and try it out. Like say, for example, this one. This one's not a bad layout for a sales sheet. It has a hero shot, and then it has a good amount of space for verbiage and 3 areas here, which I think you can probably put an image or an icon in there. And then, of course, your detailed information here. So it's just a matter of really searching and taking a look around. And then, of course, being comfortable in either Word or PowerPoint to continue to build it. Next on their list is a program called TDS Maker. I personally am not familiar with this program, but I did check it out and it seems to be a pretty robust program, really built more for businesses. Has a lot of different libraries, different types of templates. Let's go and look at their pricing. That's what kind of stopped me in my tracks is 1 year is $529. So it's really not a program for a one-hit wonder where you go in and just get one sales sheet made. Next on their list is Canva, and it's a free program. I actually have a Canva account. We're going to be able to jump into my account and I'll show you what they have for templates and how one goes about building that. Next up is stock layouts. Now I've been on this website a few times and they have beautiful, beautiful templates. But again, we're looking at this price, $99, when you could get a designer to do one for around $50 that's going to be very specific to your product. But I want you to go to this site. Let's jump on there real quick. So we're on stock layouts, and if you go to the template tab right here, you'll see you can choose flyers. But this is one of the things that I'd mentioned before is that these flyers are very specific to industry. So sometimes it's hard to find one, even in those categories, that would be a good fit for your particular product. But let's take a look here. I pulled one up that is got a nice build. So you could have your hero shot, you could have multiple images down here, and it has a good amount of space for text and of course your contact information down there. And this one is $69. Once you look around at their flyers, because they're done really well, their copy is good, their images are good, their layout's good, and it can give you some inspiration and ideas for putting together your sales sheet. So I highly recommend you go on this site. I loaded up my Canva account to give you a sense of how templates work. Of course, it's different with each program, but I think you'll get a good feel for this. So, of course, we want flyers, so we're going to click on flyers. And then it's going to load templates over here that you can choose. Now, most of them are free, but if they say pro, then it's going to cost you some additional money to buy that. I chose this one to kind of give you an example. Now this isn't bad because it has a hero shot, has some additional images you can put in, and then it has a good amount of space for copy. So basically what you would do is you click into any one of the fields and then you can change that by dragging and dropping. So if you want to change the background color of this, you would go over here. Of course, it's a learning curve, right? And then to change this image, you have a few choices. You can go over here to the elements and choose free photos, or you can upload your own photos. But let's say if you choose a photo, you have to kind of choose one that's going to fit in that space. So for example, if we chose these cookies, you'll see it's kind of big, but as soon as you snap it into that spot, it fits really nice. And then of course, with the verbiage, you can change the font size. So say you want to go down to 42. You can move the copy around. And of course, you can add copy. And so basically that's what you're doing, is you're just populating the different fields that are in the form already. And most of the software it's pretty easy to learn. It's not very difficult at all, to be honest with you. But that's just a quick little snapshot of what it's like working with templates. Of course, your other option is working with a freelance designer, which I usually suggest, and I certainly do. And here's why. One of the most important is that you're really getting a custom design that is very specific to your product. You have more creative input on the design of that sheet, and they're very affordable, and it's pretty fast turnaround. Costs can range anywhere between $25 to $125, and you're going to own that master file of that design. So you could basically, if you want to ever change anything, you can just send that master file to any designer and they can fix or add or change whatever you need. But I think the most important thing is that, a sales sheet, they're just way too important in the process of licensing products. Often, the sales sheet is really going to be the only thing that's going to be selling your product. It's the only thing that's going to get through that front door that they're going to take a look at. So you got one chance to get your product across to them. So that's why I think this is one part of the process of product licensing that I really wouldn't suggest that you cut any corners on. Now, with all that being said, I really recommend that you consider a video. It's really not as hard as you think, and you have most of the information that you need. It's just a matter of adding a few more images, little footage, and some copy. And even if you only have a rendering of your product, you can still create an awesome short video. Now, our online sales aids training will show you how you can create both a sales sheet and a video. I wanted to leave you with a few places online that you can go and hire freelancers. One is a Fiverr.com, another one is Upworks.com, and Thumbtack. Most people will use Upworks and Fiverr, but Thumbtack is kind of nice too sometimes because you can hire a person within your location. You just put down the mileage, 10 miles away, 5 miles away, and a lot of local people in your area will be posted on there that can do video work and design work. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you found today's video helpful. Please comment below. We would love to hear from you. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, click on the little bell to hear about any upcoming videos that we post here on Invent Insight YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.